I thought about my mother, my grandmother, my great-great-great-grandmothers, and what they must have thought about as slaves, um, bringing life into this world. And, we just decided that we were going to live, we were going to live, we're going to struggle, and we're not going to kill our own hopes. We're not going to kill our own life. We're not going to kill our right to live. And so we just decided to be human beings, to be people. In spite of all the people that were trying to squash us down and all the forces that were trying to dehumanize us, we decided to be human.
All right. Welcome to the Namas Radio Show. Thank you for coming in. We have two very illustrious guests with us today. The beautiful and well-scented Miss Adeline Dorsenville, creator of Bijoux Parfum. And we also have Zipporah Hilton of VPR Media, who has worked in business closely with the Purple One himself, Prince, Fairy Thug Mother Deandra Rose, and my current guest, Ms. Dorsenville. Please share with us, Zipporah, how it is that you've spent all these years in this industry as a publicist, as a marketing exec. How have you remained magical and beautiful and gracious in this dog-eat-dog world? And please explain it to me in under 5 minutes. Go.
Okay. It'll be really quick. And I want to thank you so much for, everything that you're doing for the magical community. I greatly appreciate you. And I know that you are a magical being in and of yourself. So what we do to stay magical is we employ a methodology of, keeping ourselves spiritually clean. And it's so interesting because actually what I wind up doing on a regular basis is just reminding myself and my clients of what it takes to keep ourselves spiritually clean. So what we do is, for Adeline, for example, she is very dynamic, and she's a businesswoman. She's about her business. She's about getting that money. And because she is so dynamic, there's people that are jealous. I mean, we all have people around us that are very jealous. And there's a trend coming. And because we have jealousy around us, we have to just keep ourselves spiritually clean. So if that involves invoking the ancestors or, calling upon Ursula Frida or Oshun or Ogun or getting a legba or, reading of the Psalms or smoking out the room with Palo Santo, then we employ all of the tools that we have to keep us, spiritually, mentally, physically clean and grounded. Basically what I do is I actually don't worry a lot about what other people think, say, or do about me. I mean, whatever people think, say, whatever people have to say about me is actually not my business. And so, yeah, it's not my business. And so, that's what we do. And you also find kindred spirits. You find other brothers and sisters. The Purple One himself was and is. He still is. He's very much in this world. There is some TV show, movie, activity going on about him constantly, every day. I'm presented with something about him, and I'm not even looking for it. I'm not seeking it. It just winds up coming. But he was a person that was very spiritual, was very high, was very much into the afterlife, and so you keep your mind on things above and not things below.
Exactly.
And you just keep your focus. You keep your focus on you, and you keep your focus on your goals. It's really simple. Don't look. The Bible would say, don't look to the left or to the right. To keep your vision straight ahead, so you keep looking straight ahead, and you just don't think about what people are thinking, saying, and doing. I mean, if it's not prospering you, it's really not about you. It's not for you. It's just period. That's it. And you just you stay focused on your goals. You write them down, you chant them, you write them over and over. You do whatever you need to do. You know, mostly you need to feel them. You need to feel the spirit of your goal. You know, you need to feel yourself in the realm of where you are, and you keep it very simple. That's it.
I see. Thank you. Well, sis, thank you so much for your time. Wait to get you back on the line so we can do this one-on-one. Now, yes, ma'am. Miss Dorsonville, thank you so much for coming on. And the first thing I want to talk about is femininity and beauty being so much more than $1 billion industry. We see this reemergence of this phrase, the divine feminine, the rise of the divine feminine. And we don't really think about that in practical terms, in terms of that root chakra. We're taking it all the way straight to the top, where we're thinking of it from, you know, the higher realms of the self. When we all have to exist in this material world, we know that Black women alone spend about $7.5 billion on beauty products every year. The perfume industry alone is expected to rake up $45.6 billion this year. How do you think, and for you yourself, how did you yourself make the shift from consumption to production? How did you take Le Bijoux from a concept or an idea into a reality where you are making bank from your product? That is also a manifester, an assistant to people's manifestation endeavors.
Well, I will tell you the beginning, the route was not easy. I say the route was not easy because, number one, I struggled with fear. I feared of failure in the beginning, but then it took a friend of mine to encourage me to step out of my fear and to go about with, executing the plan. I am aware that the perfume industry, it's a lot of competition, and it's about how you market, where you market, and what audience would be attracted to that particular market. So with several months of researching, researching product labels, companies out there, I apparently came across one company that, for some reason, I'm very grateful that they decided to work with me because, in the perfume industry, you're going to come across tons of millionaires and billionaires, and they're very selective and picky on who they work with, and especially with representing their product and their label. So I'm very grateful that they've given me the opportunity to execute my plan and to execute my product and to see where the product is as of right now. So it was very hard. To be honest, it was not easy. What a lot of people don't know is that, I've encountered a lot of obstacles while in the process of launching Le Bijoux Parfum. And, when I launched it, I actually was promoting it on my page, on my Facebook page. And the sad part is, I was not getting a lot of likes. I was not getting a lot of traction. And supposedly I came across Ashira. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Ashira Star Goddess.
Right.
I was working with someone that connected me with her. They told me that, well, yeah, she's very, she's number one now in the spiritual community, and she has tons of followers. This will be a great opportunity for you to get your product out there. And that's how my product became, became known out there through her channel, because many of her subscribers started purchasing it. And, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of testimonials with the product. A lot of people were able to manifest their desires. And, if I've shared some screenshots on my professional page, people have bought homes, bought cars, got new, graduated college. Tons of manifestations have taken place with this product. So, there were times where people would have to call. People actually called me, and one person got frustrated because they couldn't understand how to use the product. And, to use this product, you have to have a lot of faith. You have to understand what magic is. Magic is a lot of, is basically all about visualization and manifestation and putting energy. So I encourage my customers to, take their time to cleanse themselves, refocus their mind, hold the bottle, concentrate on the desires that they want, and, spray it on them. And then what will happen is the minute that the customer sprays the fragrance on themselves, they will begin to attract their desires and along with their manifestations. And that's the magic behind it with the crystal.
Right. And that's something I did see you. I saw you in an interview recently. I don't know how recent the interview itself was, but you used the word reprogram, refocus, all of these things that it's almost like we have to remind ourselves of our power, and all of the tools that we have at our disposal will become useful, because there's no point in having fingers if you're not using it to touch, pick up, experience the world. And so it's the same with the products that we use on our bodies. And the fact that you include crystals within the container with the perfume itself, it's a genius, it's a brilliant idea.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and like I mentioned to you before, many years ago when I was in middle school, I would go to the botanical stores. My family are Christians, so I did my thing on the low. Majority of my family members don't know I'm into magic as of right now. That's how well I conceal everything. They don't know. So that's something that I have discovered throughout the years. Mixing oils, mixing different perfumes and putting them in a little container, and then I put the crystals in there, and then I would just like rub them on me, and then I would like hold crystals, meditate on them, and then boom, instantly I would find that I was getting A's. I was meeting the honor roll in high school. I was getting money too. So I was like, oh my gosh, I need to create a product that will be able to help people down the line, and this is the result. Live with your perfume with crystals.
That's beautiful. It's also a reminder that the very thing that you've always done and have always enjoyed doing is the thing it will be your vehicle into your own success. So thank you for that. Absolutely. That's perfect. So is Le Bijoux, is the perfume, is it all natural? Not that it doesn't matter, because I have Chanel No. 5 on top of my fridge that I spray before I walk out the door.
It's not all natural. I mean, the perfume is basically made as like all other perfumes you see in the stores, like in Macy's or Chanel. It goes through the same entire process as any other perfume. Right. The interesting part is that the person that I collaborate with, I tell them exactly what I want, how I want it, what fragrance I want, how I want the bottle design, and from the sketching of the box to the making of the bottle, and I'm present there.
Beautiful. Okay. So it's your project, it's your company, this is all you.
Yes.
Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. All right, now, and this kind of goes into my next question about the new business rules, right? A sister recently told me she was explaining to me the importance of collaboration, because I teach a class on dowsing, how to use a pendulum, all the different ways you can use a pendulum for more than just yes or no answers and, yes or no questions. And collaboration is such a huge part of really business success. How do you decide, and you mentioned Ashira, the star goddess, earlier, and I know you also have a partnership with what is her name? The conjugate. Kathy, yes.
Mhm.
And how do you decide who to collaborate with? Is it a certain energy that this person has? Is it that they have a lot of followers? Is it all of the above? Like, what is your philosophy on success, and how do you decide who to collaborate with?
Okay. Me, on a personal level, I'm very, very selective person, especially when it comes to business. You know, I mean, especially when it comes to, you know, choosing who I call my friends. And, you know, my philosophy of success is, you know, practice. I have a few philosophies, by the way, okay? You know, and those are practicing the art of moving in silence, okay? Being humble, believing in yourself, and what you visualize, you can bring to reality. So therefore, a person has to reprogram their mind to attract success. And that quote right there was something that I saw that inspired me from Michael Jackson, because I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I believe that Michael Jackson was someone who was very magical, and I understood understood what he was saying. That's where the law of attraction. So it's all about like reprogramming your mind to attract what you want. And I think that some people struggle with that, you know, getting rid of all that clutter. And in order for you to use this perfume, especially with the crystals in it, you have to clear your mind. You have to do spiritual baths, cleanse yourself, you know, get into a state where you can clear your mind so that you can hold the bottle, so that you can focus. This is something that I've already tried for over 10 years, and it worked. And I was able to get it out on the product. And I get a lot of people inboxing me wanting me to do workings for them. And the reason why I'm not doing working is because I have a product that is there to help you to attract and bring and help you manifest what you want. You have the working in a bottle right there. That's the magic behind it. That's what, you know, some people just want people to just do a working, but that's the bottle right there. It'll do the work for you. You have to do a lot of work within yourself. You got to reprogram your mind. You got to train that mind. And one thing I would share with you throughout my years, with how manifestation works, that's how I knew the art of manifestation. All you got to do is for example, if you want to manifest money, just manifest you getting $1, right? What will happen the next day? You might come across a penny. You might actually come across $1. That's the key to manifestation. That's the power of the mind. That's how the mind works. So that's how I go about with marketing, with initiating the crystals. You don't see a lot of companies out there have crystals in perfume bottles, because that process is very intricate. It's not an easy process. So that's the magic behind it. And I told myself that if I was to sell the perfume, there would be a catch. Well, that's the catch right there. And that's what's bringing a lot of people, attracting a lot of people to the website, attracting a lot of people to the product as of right now, the magic behind it, to help you manifest your desires.
Right. And I testify to that too. I know that whenever I do abundance work, which is not very often, but when I do, if I'm lazy that week, the week that I do abundance work, the manifestation comes very slowly. But if I'm focused on getting things accomplished, I get way more than I expected when I first set out. I get more than what I set a goal for, because of the effort and spirit put into the work, the actual work I did to go with, you know, the magic. Because I think people get it twisted. They think that it's just some kind of, you know, poof, there it is. And it's not. Nothing works like that. There's nothing that works like that.
Nope, exactly. You have to do a lot of work within yourself, clean your mind, work on your interview. And then when you get that, when you have everything in alignment, then that's when you're able to focus. I use this method called dark energy. I don't know how everyone do their thing, but when I go, I do this either at nighttime when I'm going to bed, I'm manifesting what I want when I go to bed at night. Or if I'm taking a bath, I'll light a candle and I'm in the complete darkness in my bathroom, I'm meditating, I'm manifesting. That's how I'm basically getting all my thoughts. I'm clearing all my thoughts. I'm clearing all the clutter while I'm doing the spiritual bath. it's very refreshing. With me doing that, that's how I was able to get a lot of success, with the product, Yeah.
Yep, I totally agree. The darkness of the mind. When you think about the mind, it is totally encased in darkness. When you think about life being formed, right? It's the baby is in the darkness of the womb. It is the darkness of the universe that gives birth to light. So I am all about I'm all about dark energy work. To me, there's nothing more powerful. And I just this goes right to A Wrinkle in Time to me. I know that movie is coming out and they're talking about warriors of the light, and it's very light oriented, and I know it's going to be a really great movie, and I want everybody to show out for it the way we showed out for Black Panther. But I just want people to understand that as melanated people we contain the darkest of all energies right within our skin, within our brains, within our DNA. Do not be afraid of and do not shy away from the dark. Understand and learn the dark, because people fear what they don't know. And if you go into those unknown parts of your mind, those unknown parts of your brain, that's where you come back up with your treasures, with your diamonds, with your gold. So that way you can manifest your own way into your version of success.
Absolutely.
Taking a look ahead, where is Adeline taking Le Bijoux, and where is Le Bijoux taking Adeline? I want to kind of talk about how our work starts to grow wings and take on a life of its own when we're committed and focused to what it is that we do. How have you seen your work take you from one place to another, and how have you moved it along the board as well?
Well, as of right now, I'm currently revamping my marketing strategy to be able to promote Le Bijoux Parfum to the entire world, where, because right now it's in the spiritual community right now. It's not with the spiritual community. As of right now, I'm taking a different turn. I'm trying to market it as where anyone can have access to this fragrance. And that's going to also include adding a men's fragrance, because I'm getting a lot of men requesting cologne. This way, both men and women, can purchase fragrances on the website. This way, the fragrance will be available for both men and women.
That's beautiful. Hold on one second.
Okay.
That was something really important. Something that I noticed too when I was on your website. You have a very diverse. You have the potential to go. You're gonna go global. Put it like that. You're gonna go global. That's right. My son agrees with me. You're gonna see all the success and more that you seek. And I do believe that the key is broadening that scope a little more, from strictly magical community to anybody can access this and use it in this purpose. And yeah, like I didn't see the original Le Bijoux scent on the site. Is that gonna make a comeback soon?
Yeah,
it's sold out.
That's sold out. It's sold out. But I'm creating other fragrances with crystals in there as well, too. So they're in production at the moment, and it may be available, I would say summer, But the original Swarovski crystals, that will come back as well too. The production of perfume is very lengthy, so the process is
Right.
very lengthy. We sold out back in October. We sold out. We had a Halloween sale, and I had a special sale, and everyone purchased it, and it sold out.
So if you have some hidden in a closet somewhere, let me know.
Yes, I do.
So, okay, good.
I think I have one. I don't know if I should put it up for special edition, but I would have to price it high because everyone wants access to it. But I think I sent one to Zipporah recently. I'm not sure. Zipporah will tell you how good the fragrance smells. Zipporah, are you still there? She's still there? No?
I am here, and
Yeah.
the fragrance is incredible. And as a matter of fact, I had to stop using it so much because we are in a group together, and so we were working to learn some skills with respect to enticing men. And I was really challenged because every time I would go out with someone, they just wanted everything from me, and I was flabbergasted, like I am right now. I had to slow it down. I'm like, no, this is a little overwhelming. Yeah, the fragrance is captivating. It's absolutely delicious, and women need to have this. All women need to have this. We, in our community, especially need to have it. In the Black community, we need to have it, but actually, all women need to have this. And in fact, since Adeline has started her company, she has a person who is of the status that she's going to with a reality show that has created a fragrance that's very similar, that has many of the components that she has in her fragrance. This person has. I'm not going to say it. I'll allow Adeline to say it if she so desires, but I don't like to give, because, as you well know, all publicity is good publicity. So I'm representing Adeline. I don't need to represent this person.
Now, you know she got that from me, right? And she was
I know she got it from you.
Before. I know she was stalking my page. I know.
Yeah, she definitely got it.
I know she was
Yeah, she definitely got it.
Wait to find out who it
got
is. Listen, I'll edit
I could have gotten it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Everyone needs to experience this. We're working to. We want to get Black Girls Rock involved with this fragrance. We want this fragrance to be in the gift bags when they do their yearly event. This is the vision. This is the vision that we're going for. I'm going to put that out there, and we're going to achieve it. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, what anybody says. We're going to go step by step. With the vloggers and the bloggers, we're going to go step by step, and we're going to get there. We're going to get to mainstream media, one media person at a time.
And the whole world is going to know the truth. So at the end of the day, everything is going to add up. People are going to be like, okay, so I'm not going to say anything, because what happens, like when something like that happens, it's going to be exposed, regardless. It's a matter of time till everyone put the pieces together to do the investigation. I have receipts, so hey, I'm just sitting quiet.
Please take support. Take support if necessary. Take it straight to the court to know that this person ripped up. Yeah, that's insanity. Wow. And that was exactly what I was about to say, because it is one of my philosophies is that authenticity and creativity and originality go a very long way in business. And I know that's not all you need, but if you have those three things and the right team with you to give you all the other tools you need, you are going to go so far. And so don't even worry about it. Don't even think twice about it.
Exactly. When I saw that, I was like, oh my God. So she had to been watching the YouTube channels, then on my page, probably on my business page. And then I don't know. Like, I saw an article where she claims that, the reason why she's doing crystals is because, because the robbery she had in Paris and blah, blah. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Oh, snap.
I ain't buying that, but I know that she's a person in power, so, who am I to speak? No one won't believe me, but telling you years down the road is people going to be able to pick up, going to see it one day, because when they go on the YouTube, they're going to see the timeline, and it's going to happen.
Essentially, that the royal family of culture vulturing has once again poached on someone's good idea.
You know who it is. She knows. Okay.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
Robbery in Paris. Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you're talking about. Because her sister suddenly got cute overnight, halfway, with the plastic surgery and the whole nine, and the rest of them still funny looking. I mean, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. It happens. This is what they do. This is what they're known for. And this is why they won't get further than just the money, This is why, the whole squad's life is in disarray. Even though they have the money, that's clearly, they are proof in the pudding that money is not everything and it will not buy you happiness. So don't even worry about it, sis. You got it.
I'm not worried about it. I just keep doing what I'm doing because I know eventually the whole world is going to know very soon. Very soon they're going to know, and it's going to catch up, and they're going to. I know it's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
But one thing I would like to add that Adeline has, that most successful women or people, Prince, Michael, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Madonna, whatever, is great passion. It's your passion that can break through the obstacles. And the passion can also create obstacles. Passion can act as a double-edged sword. However, because we are magical people, we do have the tools necessary to nullify, all the negativity. But because we're magical people doesn't mean that the negativity is not going to come. Because we're magical people, the negativity is going to come. Because what it does is it helps us to enhance our skills. It keeps us on task. It keeps us focused. If you don't have any obstacles, if people aren't really coming for you, then sometimes we have the opportunity to become complacent and lay in the cut. And so the universe will say to you, you better jump up, and take a bath and throw some Florida water on some cascarilla and, put your Les Bijoux on and get out there and do what you need to do. Yeah, so great passion is also really important.
Right. Well, that's all I needed to hear, and I hope that if you're listening and inspired to go forth, go ahead and work through that fear. Just get past it. It's not that fear is not going to you won't feel it. You will definitely feel it. It's what you do with, will you allow it to fuel you and not allow it to cripple you or stifle you. And we're now in the age where it's okay to step over that fear and do what you're going to do anyway. So
exactly.
Thank you so much, Ms. Adeline. Thank you so much for your time, Mama G. And y'all be on the lookout for the next episode. Be on the lookout for Les Bijoux. Please tell everyone where they can find you. Find your products, where they can find the perfume, where they can find all the updates, your social media, all the information you have.
Yes, absolutely. They can actually purchase it on www.LEBIJOUXPARFUM.com, LesBijoux.com. And we also have a YouTube channel, which is Les Bijoux Parfum. That way, those who want to learn more about the product, I have created a YouTube channel. That also includes a share breaking down on how to use the product. And I also have video commercials on the YouTube channel as well. Just educating everyone on the product alone.
Beautiful. All right. Well, I can't wait to get my my version of the original. I saw that Ashera's the Star Goddess one has some pretty strong scented herbs in it. And I like the light citrusy, the way it's described for the original, but I do also want to try that Star Goddess. So I saw it on the site. I'm going to go ahead and order it as soon as I can. And I might give it as a semester.
Yeah, it launched last year. I was able to restock it. It launched last summer, June 7th of 2017 last year. That's when we launched it on her channel. It has the gardenia oud. So the gardenia oud, I mean, in other words, it's an oud fragrance, but it just has a mixture of other scents in there. Because oud is a very powerful and strong fragrance. So you have to mix it with something else so that you can have, like, you know, a strong fragrance, you know, when you spray it on you. It's like, how could I describe Star Goddess? Are you guys familiar with the incense burning? That's just pretty much it. When you spray it on you, but it's more a pleasant smell. Like, you know, in a perfume, in other words.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, my beloveds. Thank you so much for coming on the 9 Months Radio Show. You all enjoy the rest of your evening. And we will be in touch soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
All right.
Good night.